There we go. There we go. So, Craig made a video about his journey or his guide to Marvel Snap, and I want to see if he knows what he's talking about in Marvel Snap, you know, or if he just is a new player and is trying to discover his stuff. But I believe this video is kind of explaining the game, so maybe that isn't so good. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to bring you guys a video of Marvel Snap. Now this is a video made in partnership with them. I want to go over
of course
like the entry experience into the game, because as some of you might know already, Marvel Snap has officially launched October 18th. So it's out now, technically. Some of you guys have seen me play it. Some of you guys have seen others play it. That was beta. Now it is officially out on Android, iOS, and it is in beta on Steam. You can play on PC as well. So I haven't played a whole lot on this account, but there is a lot of things that makes this game worth trying. First of all, it's free.
Well, you are already 21 with only 50. That is cool. That is good, bro. So he is doing good in the game. He's 21, ranked 21 with only 50 collector's level. Well, we already talked about how you can really climb the ladder remaining in a low collector's level, but I don't believe Krip is doing that, you know.
Free. You guys can check it out and enjoy the incredible artwork and incredible game mechanics. One thing that stands...
Bro, yes, I know for sure that the artwork is one of the hooks in this game, bro. One of the things that people love about this game when they play it for the first time is the artwork, bro. And if you like the characters, and if you like the comics or maybe the animations from TV or even the movies for the MCU, you will love the game just based on the art, bro, and on the characters.
This game out from other card games is the many unique mechanics, not just the ones used in combat against other.
This game is like no other, bro. This game is like no other. The only game that I can think of that resembles a little bit this game is Gwent, the Witcher card game. That is a great game. I love that game. And it is the only game that I can think of that resembles this game. And it resembles because in The Witcher, you also win by points, not attacking. So, but developing a score like in Marvel Snap. And you have to win 2 out of 3 rounds, and that sounds similar to winning 2 out of 3 locations. But besides that, the games are different. That is like, those are the similarities, but it ends there, you know. But apart from Gwent, that it is also a pretty unique card game, you gotta admit, I can think of a game that is so unique and that has so much unique mechanics as Marvel Snap.
Other players, but also in how you build up an account, and I'm going to show you some of that.
Of course, he's going to talk about the collection, the way you collect your cards, because every other card game, including Gwent, functions with packs, with card packs, and you won't find that in Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap doesn't have card packs. So that is something unique about Marvel Snap. And something that I like about Marvel Snap, and maybe he will mention it because this is a guide to the game, he will mention that the deck only has 12 cards, and that is kind of cool too. The fact that you play at the same time as your opponent, that is kind of cool too. Those are things that are unique, bro. Because if you think about a game like Magic the Gathering, where you have 60 cards in your deck and you have 4 cards of each one, that can be kind of overwhelming and not have so much consistency with your draws. In Marvel Snap, you see, like, I don't know, 80% of your deck every game. I don't remember the exact number. And that is very cool. You get to play your deck, bro, unless they give you some bullshit location like Weird World when you draw from your opponent. But that doesn't happen a lot.
And we'll get into a game and basically give you guys a start into trying out the game, because I think it is worth checking out. And if you do decide to check it out, just leave something below. I'd appreciate it. So first off, let's get right into it. The shop. It is not a game you have to pay for. You get a lot of this blue currency as you play. You get some of the golden currency as you play. It's in my experience, a pretty good idea to get some of the first few cards that show up in the fast upgrade. These cards.
No, dude, that is not a pretty good idea. That is a terrible idea, bro. Maybe he doesn't know yet because he's new to the game. But dude, that is a terrible idea. Guys, never do that. Never, never, ever, 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 ever do that. I'm telling you, bro. And you can go watch other videos on YouTube, and all the people that know something about this game, they know that you shouldn't never ever buy something from the fast upgrade, because what that gives you are boosters, and you don't want boosters, bro. You will get a lot of boosters. Boosters are free and are like the cheapest thing that you can get in this game. You will get more boosters that you can ever use. So don't ever do that. You want credits. You want credits, and here you spend credits to get boosters, but boosters are a dime a dozen, bro. Don't buy boosters. You want credits to upgrade your cards, to advance your collection level. So never buy this fast upgrade. You can buy credits with gold and use those credits to buy to upgrade cards. That is what you want to do. Don't do this. I think that he likes it because at the start of the game they give you a lot of credits and not so much boosters, because you are starting out and you get boosters by playing the game, so you don't have a lot of boosters. And that is why he believes this is cool, because he has a lot of credits, he doesn't have boosters. What is he going to do? He gets the boosters here in the fast upgrade. But believe me, those credits will go fast very quickly. They will go away very quickly, and you will get a lot of boosters, and you will not have any credits to upgrade those cards with those boosters. Believe me, don't buy the fast upgrade, bro.
Cost the blue currency, which you do get a fair amount by just playing the game. Now,
you get a fair amount at the start. You think that because you're starting out, but later you won't get a lot. You will get a lot of are boosters. And that's why, well, I will open here my shop. I will open here my shop so you can see. The credits, you buy them with gold, and you buy gold here. So the shop is telling you that the valuable thing are the credits, because you buy credits directly with gold. If boosters were worth it, you would buy them with gold, but they are bullshit, and you buy them with credits. You don't want this. And look at this. I have boosters for a lot of cards. I'm at 0 credits. And look at this. All these cards can be boosted. All of them had a lot of boosters. Do I look like I need boosters? I don't. All these cards can be upgraded. So I don't need boosters. What I need are credits to be able to upgrade all these cards. And if you do what he's saying, you will have a lot of, you will be a lot worse than me, because I have never ever bought the boosters in the fast upgrade. So if I never did it, and I have a lot of boosters, and I spend all my gold and my stuff on credits, you will be a lot worse than me. You will have a lot of cards with boosters, and you will not have any credits to buy them, to upgrade them. So don't make that mistake, bro. At the start of the game, it might seem like a good idea because you have a lot of credits and low boosters, but it is not a good idea, trust me.
You will eventually unlock all the cards in the game. So how
that
does
is correct.
this work?
You can unlock all the cards in the game as a free-to-play player. I was a free-to-play player for a long time, and I only spent money recently because I'm streaming the game, and I decided to invest in the game, and I bought the season battle pass with the Miles Morales, and it's pretty cool. I don't regret that purchase in the slightest. In fact, I am pretty happy with the results. It is pretty cool. The battle pass, you get the card, you get a lot of extra gold and a lot of extra credits in the battle pass progression. So it is pretty cool, and I'm not like shilling for the game or trying to sell you anything, but what I'm telling you is that for me it was worth it. Buying the battle pass was worth it. It is cool. So but besides that, you can get all the cards in the game free to play for sure, because I was free to play before that, and I have almost all cards in the game, bro. I have 2600 collection level, and I only need like 10 or 12 cards to get a full collection. So the difference is that players that pay get the collection faster, but everyone is in the same collection track, and everyone will get the cards eventually, bro.
Now, if you look at a card, now let's look at Jessica Jones for example. So this is how much it costs, this is its power, and this is its effect. Now, if you do upgrade a card, this green thing, this is kind of like its own like cosmetic energy. I'm sure it has a name. Whatever
boosters,
and it takes a little bit of blue stuff, but again, you get that as you play. So let's say we upgrade Jessica Jones. How do we upgrade? What does it get? Does it gain stats? Is it, you know, more powerful? No, it is a cosmetic upgrade. Now there are many,
and that is cool, bro, because there are games like I don't know, Clash Royale, the thing where you summon the things. Oh, that lizard was great for him, bro. That lizard was awesome for him. I don't know if I can win this game, but I will proceed. So, in Clash Royale, you upgrade cards, and when you upgrade cards, you upgrade their power, which is bullshit, dude. Oh, I won the game. Cool. Why didn't he play anything? That was weird. Victory. So, you basically boost your cards, you make them better, you upgrade them. In Marvel Snap, that doesn't happen. The cards just upgrade the artwork, right? For example, this is like a card that has been upgraded and split, and I have the foil, you know, the background. Look at the background, it looks beautiful. That is what you upgrade here in Marvel Snap, not the power of the card. The card is always the same, and that is really cool. I love that.
Tiers of cosmetic upgrades. So this is, I believe, the second upgraded tier, which is the 3D.
It is.
It goes above that. I actually don't know exactly how far it goes, but each time you do that,
it goes from common to uncommon to rare to epic to legendary to ultra and to infinity. And when you get to infinity, those are the upgrades that you have on the cards. And when you get to infinity, the card splits. What the card basically copies itself. And when that happens, you get a new, you remain with the infinity card, the original card or the base card, and you get a new copy of that same card that goes back to common, but that common variant has something new and cool, like the foil background. It can have a lot of different effects. It can have particles, it can have different colors, I don't know. A lot of cool stuff can happen in the split. And you can continue splitting them and continue gaining new effects. It is great, bro. It is a great system. I love it.
Your collection level increases, and as your collection level increases, you unlock things like, well, we got 5 Hawkeye boosters. So that is kind of like,
that is another way you get boosters, bro. You get boosters everywhere. You get boosters when you finish a game. You win boosters in the collection track. You win boosters in the reserves. You win boosters in the season battle pass. Even if you don't buy it in the free version, you get boosters there too. So buying boosters in the shop sucks dick. Don't buy boosters there, bro. Trust me.
like the skin currency for Hawkeye, so I can get Hawkeye to a higher cosmetic tier. And as you do that, you unlock cards, and these card unlocks are randomized. But I believe it picks ones you don't have. But you know what? I initially checked out Marvel Snap, and in the first rollout, there were some crazy powerful combos.
That is true. I want to talk about that because he's talking about pulls too. It is true that you will always pull a card that you don't have. Always. You can't get repeats, you know, like you can get in something like Hearthstone that you get 2 copies of the same card and you got to dust them. And no, in Marvel Snap that doesn't happen. You will always get a new card. You won't get a repeat. Never, ever, ever. The other thing that happens is that when you are starting out in the game has what we call pulls. Pull 1, pull 2, and pull 3. And there is only 3 pulls. And what is pull? Those are like groups of cards that are on the same levels. So from level 1 to level 200, you pull cards from pull 1. You can only get, the cards are randomized when you open them, but you can only get them from pull 1. So you can get cards from pull 2 if you are under collection level 200. For example, Mysterio, I was playing Mysterio in this game. Mysterio is a pull 3 card. You can't ever pull a Mysterio until you have a collection level above 500, I believe. that is when you start unlocking pool 3 cards. And everyone knows already there is resources in the internet where you can look up what are those pools, and you will know what cards are in pool 1, what cards are in pool 2, and what cards are in pool 3. You can unlock pool 1 and pool 2 very fast. In your first week playing the game, if you play constantly, you will unlock all of pool 1 and pool 2 really fast. And you will start pool 3, that is like the slower version, that is when you get cards slower. And in pool 1 and pool 2 are a lot of strong cards. I can tell you that a big percentage of all the best cards in the game are in pool 1 and pool 2. Yes, you get powerful cards in pool 3, and you get combo pieces in pool 3 that may be good and may be helpful to complete an archetype. That is true. But besides that, there are really powerful cards in pool 2 and pool 1. For example, you have in pool 1, bro, in the starter and pool 1, you have 4 of the more powerful cards in the game. You got Iron Man, that is an S tier card in all the game. You got Odin, that is a build around card, bro. You have Onslaught, that is like an Odin, a build around card, that is a great staple card. And you got something like, you have America Chavez, that is cool, but I was thinking about another card, bro. What card was I thinking about? You have the Iron Man. You have a Spectrum. That was the one that I was thinking about. You can build the ongoing Spectrum deck, which is great. And you got also the Heimdall. It is a little less powerful, but the Heimdall is great too, and that is from pool 1. So you have a Devil Dino, I believe is from pool 2. Great card. So you have a lot of powerful cards in pool 1, bro. You can build the strong decks, and I have videos explaining pool 1 and pool 2 decks that are very powerful, and decks that I use to beat people in pool 3 with meta decks, and you can climb with those decks. So unlocking new cards is cool. I love unlocking new cards. Those dopamine hits are great, but it is true when the developers say that more cards are more options and not necessarily more power, because I assure you that you can destroy people with a pool 1 deck.
Honestly, if you're just checking out the game, getting into it for the first time, it's quite wonderful just to make a deck out of what you have. And that's what I have been playing on this.
And that was what they intended. If you read something like an interview or something with Ben Broad, he explains that they wanted that experience. Like, they wanted you to not have control over what cards you have, so that you have to build something with what you have, and that creates different decks, and you can just go and build the deck that you want from a meta tier list page website, because you don't have all the cards and you have to adjust your deck, and that helps that so that not everyone is playing the same deck. And in theory, that is cool. Of course, it creates some kind of frustration because you want a specific card and you can have it. Like me, that I want the Green Goblin and he continues to elude me, and it is one of the last cards that I'm going to open when it was the first card that I wanted to open, you know. But what can you do? You can have everything. The system is kind of good, but you can target cards. It can be frustrating, but it creates a healthy meta game, I believe so. And you can climb in this game with a lot of different decks, which is really cool.
Count. You want to have some cards you can play on the low curve, because, well, there's no, like, you know, mana cost adjustments. It is, you know, on turn 1 you have 1, on turn 2 you have 2.
That's correct.
It goes up to turn 6, so there's only one turn 6.
That is true.
So it's good to have, at most, I would say, probably only one card that costs 6, if that at all. There's many ways to build decks. There's many ways to honestly just play with the characters that you like, because the deck is only part of the action. Now,
exactly, the real action is a snack mechanic, bro. This cube that you see up here, this is the real thing. Everything else is just, you know, cherry on the top. But the game is this cube right here. This is where you climb, and this is where you do rank. This cube right here is the game. So I will get locked out of the game because Agatha is stupid, so I won't be able to win this thing, so I will retreat. That is the game, bro. The snap mechanic is the real game. Everything else is just cosmetic, bro.
You also have quite a bit of card acquisition through, I believe this is the Season Pass, it's called. And you build up levels in the season.
Yes, they call it Season Pass, but we all call it Battle Pass because in all games that bullshit is called Battle Pass, you know. So, well, what can you do? I'm at the 72 level. You should know, I don't know if he's going to say it, but you should know that the collection, that the track, that the levels here in the Battle Pass, they end at 50. But if you continue to level, they don't stop giving you rewards. They start giving you season cache, these bonuses that are right here. So you can unlock this thing, and this thing can contain cosmetics or currency. They are great, bro. And look at this. I finished at 50, but I'm like at 71. So I unlock 20 of these things, and they have given me gold variants and credits, and that is great. So, and this is, I believe it is free. So you can unlock this even if you don't buy the Battle Pass. So even if you don't buy the Battle Pass, it is worth it to level up so you get this season's cache because they are free. Look at this. They say free, free, free. So you can get this for free. You just have to level your Battle Pass, you know.
Season Pass largely by doing missions, and the missions are pretty easy. They can be quite rewarding.
They are pretty easy. You just have to play the game, and they will sort them out for themselves. You don't even have to worry about them. Just play some games, and you complete them.
Play a bunch of one-cost cards is nothing really. Now some of them, like the move cards, for example, will require you.
Well, those. The move cards and the story cards are the ones that you have to play around, but those aren't too common, you know. And they are because those are from the Symbiote Invasion, and you have a lot of time to complete these missions. You have like the whole month, the whole season. So even not worrying about it because you move cards with something like a New York, which is a location, yeah, you complete the mission. So you don't even need to build a deck around it, bro, because this isn't a mission from the 6 missions they give you daily that kind of get full, you know, and you have to do them, so they give you more missions. These missions are from the Battle Pass, and they are only one time a month, and you get the whole month to complete them, so you don't have to worry about them. Do you think that you won't move 10 cards in the whole month or destroy 10 cards in the whole month? You will do it even if you don't want to, because if they play a Magneto and move a card for you, you will get the move card, you know, so you don't have to worry about it.
To actually have some notable cards that can do the move action so you can complete this quest. It encourages you to try a lot of decks, try a lot of things, and again, you can...
By the way, if you are new to the game and you don't know what is happening in my gameplay, I'm playing at an AFK deck. Why do I call it an AFK deck? Because this is... Look at this. I'm not playing the game and the cards are moving. This is an AFK deck because I'm playing this card here, Agatha Harkness. She's from pool 3, and she plays the game for you, basically. Agatha starts in your hand and plays your cards for you. So I'm AFKing. What is the only thing that I do? I end turn. You could even not end turn, because when your time ends, the game continues. You can completely AFK. And you can just snap and retreat. That is what you do with this deck. You snap and retreat. And I can watch the video and just snap and retreat and don't care about anything else. That's why I'm AFKing, you know.
Do it as easily as just playing the cards that you like. I would say the power levels of the different cards in the game are fairly acceptable, that there are many possibilities.
They are. There are cards that you could say, oh, this card is very powerful, but I can think of a card that I say, this is too powerful. This card shouldn't exist because this is too oppressive. Not right now. Maybe Devil Dino in the first season, when Devil Dino costed 3 mana, 3 energy. That was an overpowered oppressive card. But right now, I don't think there is a problem. Like, there are cards powerful for sure. There are powerful cards for sure, but I don't think that they are like too oppressive or something like that.
Opponent snapped.
So we leveled up from doing those quests, you know, a bunch of blue currency. We got another Carnage card. I think I already had that, so I think it goes into the cosmetic currency. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's play a game, and I
Oh,
will
he's
tell
going to
you
play a
how
game.
this works, just to
Okay.
give you guys a head start in understanding the different aspects of a game of Marvel Snap.
So he will
So
explain
the
the
game
rules.
starts. I like to have Quicksilver, which always starts in your open.
Bro, I understand he's new to the game, so maybe what I say, like, this sucks. If he sees me playing Hearthstone, he says, bro, that sucks. So I'm not bashing on him. He's great. He's Kripparrian, for goodness sake. He's a master in arena and in battlegrounds in Hearthstone. So I'm not talking about it. But Quicksilver sucks, bro. Maybe if he continues playing the game, if he likes the game and he continues playing, he will eventually realize that Quicksilver sucks dick. And I know he will do it because he's smart as fuck. But maybe he doesn't continue playing the game. I don't know.
Opening hand. It does take the card. You don't get it for free. And there are 3 different locations. Now, there is a time limit here. You can see, actually, I don't know if you can see because I have the overlay here. The time limit is the end turn, so you wanna be mindful of that. The locations have passive bonuses on the cards that you play on them, or sometimes they have global effects. The locations reveal themselves as the game occurs, so you can't play cards here after turn 4. So let's play Quicksilver.
Bro, and if you are a new player and you are watching this video, locations are one of the most important part of Marvel Snap. Why do I say this? Because some people look at locations like, okay, they have some ability and I have to play around that. But it is not only that. You have to see way beyond that. For example, this thing here, Mojo World, you have to know that both players are incentivized to play in Mojo World. So pushing power there is important. Cards like Mojo, cards like Ant-Man are really good there. You have to take it a step further if you want to be good at this game. Don't take locations for granted, bro.
On the first turn, because later on in the game, again, each game is only 6 and it doesn't take very long. Games are really, one after another. I'm not clicking end turn because I kind of want to see and explain things. So next turn we will reveal the middle location, and the turn after that, on turn 3, we'll reveal the location on the rightmost area. So as this location revealed itself, it is kind of like a trigger global effect on revealing it. So add a squirrel to each location. So now we have a bunch of 1s in the locations. Some cards, for example, Mr. Fantastic has an ongoing effect, so he has to just be in that location for it to work. Adjacent locations have +2 power. Obviously, we want to put that in the middle. We want to plan for that. That is an interesting card to play next turn. We also have the Sentinel, which is the only card we can play this turn on reveal, which is kind of like when the card is revealed after you play them, of course. You add another Sentinel to your hands. It
is like if you play Hearthstone, it is like a battle cry in Hearthstone.
Keep playing these, but you can only play 1 in 1 turn. I'm actually going to put it in the middle because I don't think the middle will be that contested. I think I'm going to play Mr. Fantastic in the middle next turn, and at a later turn, I'm going to play Captain America. So ongoing, your card's location have +1 power. This is a game where it's probably going to have a lot of small units, so we want to tactically use Captain America, but I think I'm going to do it in the middle lane. Now, each lane has a maximum of 4 cards that can go into it. Oh, that was very unlucky. Discard a card from each player's hand when this third location was revealed, and it actually discarded the card I intended to play this turn.
The Bishop, which is great in turn 3. Of course, he wanted to play the Bishop. And yes, Sokovia do that to us, bro. Sokovia always discards a card that you want the most, bro. Oh, and this thing. Oh, I do back Agatha. I thought that I could play the deck because Agatha got inside of the deck because of Attilan, but I draw Agatha back, so she's playing the deck again. So he has to log. Just he drew the Mjolnir. I won't win this game.
Mjolnir, to me.
Yes, this is an easy retreat.
Mjolnir.
I lost one extra kill, but who cares?
I think I'm actually going to play Captain America here. Do I want to do that? I can play Hawkeye and a Sentinel. next turn I'm going to have 4, so I'm trying to see how this would work. What is my opponent doing? Not much, honestly. Not a lot. This looks like it might be a pretty easy game. But I think I'm going to play Captain America in the middle. I think that will be the play here. Now, if you think you're going to win, you can click on this cube, and you can click on it multiple times, which essentially raises the ante for the game. So you get a certain amount of like matchmaking points, as you could say it. They're called cubes in Marvel Snap.
Exactly. In this game, basically, you bet with your MMR. You know, like you gamble with your ranking, bro, and that is so cool. But what you need to do is not gamble. Just bet if you are confident and retreat or fold if you are not. That is the most important mechanic in this game, bro. But yes, that is so cool that you actually gamble or bet with your ranked points, bro, and those are called cubes, like the Tesseract in the MCU.
And there is kind of like a bluffing aspect to the game where
yes, but don't do that. Never bluff. Bluffing leads to disaster. Never bluff, dude.
Retreat from a game. So if your opponent is like upping the ante, and you don't actually think you're going to win, you can retreat to lose less cube.
You can't up the ante or raising the bet 2 times. You can only do it once again, by the way.
So there's kind of many types of gameplay happening at the same time. So Captain America's effect is an ongoing, so it will work on the next card that I play. I think I'm going to play a Medusa. I also see my opponent starting to build up in the left lane. You can't play cards after turn 4. Oh, that is a good call on that.
But Medusa
now,
is
I could just give up on that lane completely.
Yes, give up on that.
I think I might actually do just that. So let's... the thing is, you can actually undo, but you have to undo in the order. The thing is, if I
no, you can undo that, like if you click the energy orb, you can undo there. If you click the energy orb, there will appear a button that says undo all actions, and that is what you wanna do instead of drawing back your cards, because that is stupid, you know. That is I don't know, really awkward. But maybe he doesn't have much experience with the game and he doesn't know that you can click the orb. But I'm telling you right now, so you know.
I'm kind of a little bit locked in the middle. That's the problem with that. So I need 4 points. I think I'm actually going to just
those are
double
5 points,
play on the
he's
left.
going to play there maybe. Oh,
just
he didn't
in
play
case
there.
He doesn't play a card, so I'm ahead.
And he played Mr.
The way that
Fantastic in
you
Sokovia,
win
which sucks.
a game of Snap is by having more points in 2 out of the 3 locations.
That is
now,
correct.
if there's a tie and each player is winning one or the other, it counts up the total point differences. So there is a pretty clear and, in my opinion, fair.
That is why I always say when I type one location, I will win or I will lose by point differential, because when you sum the total points, the one who has more points in all the lanes is the one that wins the game in case of a tie in a location. So I always say by point differential, because you want to have more points in a lane, so you win in the total amount of points, you know.
Tiebreaker. Looks like he's building up there. Now I'm winning here, and I'm winning here by 5, so I think I'm going to play Gamora. So if your opponent played a card this turn, plus 5 power. Now this costs 5, so this is my whole turn. Now if my opponent plays a card here this turn, it is going to crush the lane. If it doesn't, I can follow up with a final turn Odin. On reveal, abilities trigger a second time,
Odin
basically. And I don't believe they need to have the requirement. I haven't played a lot of Odin, but I'm feeling pretty good this game. So I think I'm going to up. Oh, no, double play. Okay. Now that is pretty interesting. He's not winning by a lot in that lane. How do we do this? I'm only winning by 1 over there. I'm not winning by much over here.
And Jessica Jones on Sokovia, that is the play.
Ah, man, this is really tricky.
Sentinel will get 1 extra power from Captain America, so You need 3 power to tie and 1 more power to take the advantage. Sentinel does that. And Jessica Jones in Sokovia because you have 4 extra energy and you push extra 4 power there. And you are winning all 3 lanes. And it is really, really hard for him to take away this game for you. He will move maybe the Nightcrawler to the Kel, but then he loses power here and you take away this location for him, you know? And he's going to play here for sure.
Because my opponent might be able to beat me here. I could play Jessica Jones here, which will give me a lead of 1. And I could play a Sentinel there, which will give me a lead of 6.
That is also
and
cool.
I'll still be winning there.
I will do it the other way around.
Even though this isn't that much of a
cool
crushing play, I think this is how I'm going to want to do it.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to make it work here. Let's see. He's only playing 1 card there. So that card has to also affect
it is stupid
the
not to
first
move
2
the
locations to really do anything, and it doesn't. It looks like he played too many small cards, ran out of steam, and ended up getting completely wrecked. So there you have it, a pretty clear-cut game of Marvel Snap. Now, when a game ends, you have this collect rewards button, and this gives you a pretty good idea about how
there is where you get the boosters. Down there you get the boosters. You get 1 booster for each turn the game lasted, you know. And if you get all 6 turns in 1 game, you get 6 boosters. So every time you play the game, you get 6 boosters if you get to the last turn. So, and here when you click collect rewards, there is where you give, there is where they give you the boosters. And that is why you don't buy boosters, because you get boosters after every game. You don't get credits after every game. You get credits just by completing missions or buying them with gold, and you buy gold with real money. So credits are definitely more valuable than boosters. You don't want to trade credits for boosters.
So you get some experience, which is basically based on the number of cubes that you win. So it was 4 cubes. My level went up by 4 as a result of that. And I believe you get 10 cosmetic energy of a random card that you own when you play a game. And I need 20.
No, as I said, you get 1 booster for each turn that the game lasted.
20 to get him to the epic skin level.
For example, if you retreat or the opponent retreats on the 3rd turn, you only get 3 boosters.
And if I did, I'd get 4 collection points, and then I could unlock a few more cards. But again, in my experience, especially just checking out the game for the first few days, you really can just play anything and outplay your opponents if you're careful enough, if you're savvy enough, and if you click on that cube in the right.
Bro, and the mind games in this game are infinite, bro, because where is he, in what location is he going to play? Should I play here? Should I play here? He's going to play here. He's going to move cards there. Bro, the possibilities are endless, dude. It is great, bro.
Right time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be streaming Marvel Snap after its release, so watch out for that on Twitch, and might have a little bit more to come.
I hope he continues playing the game
as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Krip is awesome. He's really smart, and I hope he continues playing the game and enjoys the game. And because he's such a huge influence in the card games market, he will attract people to the game, and we all want the game to prosper and to be successful, and that will be awesome too. So yes, thank you very much, Krip, and the video was awesome. And if I corrected some things that he said, it is not because I'm bashing on him, because I follow Krip like since the Hearthstone beta, you know, like a long time ago. It is only that he's a new player in this game, and there are some things that he didn't know too well, and I'm just like correcting that. I don't know, telling you how it really is. But yes, it was a great video, and I hope he continues enjoying the game. If you are still here, thank you very much. You are awesome. I hope you enjoyed the reaction that you just watched, and if you did, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing to the channel. I upload videos about Marvel Snap every day, and that will help me out a lot. I also stream live on Twitch. You can go follow me there, and we can hang out and play some games. You can also follow me on Twitter. I post there every time that I go live and when I upload a new video. And again, bro, thank you very much for being here. You are truly awesome. And remember, as the great Bill Hicks said, this is just a ride.